We're on morning after now, with a little bit more character development that I'm really excited about. What would you guys like to do?
Eat breakfast and leave?
Nope.
Dine and dash, please.
Dine and dash.
No. I have a reputation here to uphold about playing mediocre music in a dive bar.
True.
Pretty
But
important.
yeah, let's go downstairs, get some food.
Okay, heading down then. It seems to be pretty like a run-of-the-mill morning for a small town. Not a whole lot of activity happening, but people manning their stations and serving food. Man, I gotta come up with like a morning drink that's the equivalent of like Bloody Marys and mimosas.
We got a hot toddy.
I don't think I need
Yeah.
any. I could drink a hot. I could always drink a hot.
That was so good.
But
Squirrel
yeah,
is down to clown.
it's a morning, is what we're gonna say.
Yeah.
Cool.
I mean, it could be ale. I feel like this was like ye olde timey enough that everyone drank ale all the time because it was.
Oh yeah, ale's the
It was
universal
more
drink.
functional than it was the way that you kept water safe.
It was the best,
Yeah.
the best possible thing that you could drink.
Right.
Yep.
Like it was easier to make ale than keep water healthy. So we
Yeah.
just drank ale.
So only, yeah.
Yep.
It's like,
If
yeah, I'll
the
have a
ale
beer
goes
with
bad,
me.
it just becomes more potent.
Speaking of.
Right.
If you drank enough, getting bit by a snake wouldn't kill you.
Yay!
That would be cool if that was a fact.
Don't tempt me.
Alright, Mythbusters, can we get on that, please?
Hey, Adam Savage, bud.
If you drink enough, can your body build up an immunity to everything? Alright. I'm done. I'm
IAP
done.
encounter.
Yeah, let's go home.
Yeah. Home. That's funny.
Well, yeah.
Home base.
Home, yeah.
That spooky
HQ.
town where everyone says the same things and we're not entirely sure why.
I mean,
I know.
not everybody says the same things. Just
Only-
just a few people.
Only the suspicious ones, oddly enough.
Right.
Okay, are you guys trekking all the way to Red Larch, or are you thinking of anything else specifically?
I mean, do we want to look at anything in Westbridge? We've not heard enough about it to like know anything, but maybe they've like heard of stuff. I have no idea.
I'm gonna give it to you straight. I don't want to bullshit too much. You in character and out of character, you would know that Westbridge, that at least at this point, like it's even smaller than Triboar, little farm town, and from your 2 passes through now, they got nothing going on.
Mhm.
So I don't want to waste your time there.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm cool going home.
Yeah.
Just
So why not?
Going to Red Larch.
dash.
Gotta go pick up Cal anyway, so let's do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Would he be back by now, or was he still on the road? In character.
I mean, I don't know how fast he runs. I'm sure we will find him in the near future.
Well, hopefully
I'm
we
sure
don't find
he's
him
safe.
dead on a road.
Oh,
Well,
he's a big, strong boy.
Yeah.
He
He's
can
grown
take
ass
care of
man.
himself.
He's been taking care of himself for years. He's a general. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sure he's
Yeah.
fine.
Yep.
If
yeah,
anything,
Which is
people are gonna
still-
recognize him and be like, "Oh, General, come here. Let me help you." Like he's
Right.
good.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He is well renowned and well respected.
Big, strong boy.
Big strong boy.
So yeah, I say we we head home to Red Larch.
Okay.
Okay.
What are you doing in Red Larch?
Oh, I had a question while we were driving down.
Okay.
I guess kind of 2 questions. One, in the past, I guess, while we were in Red Larch, would I have noticed any, like, dilapidated buildings?
Dilapidated
question.
building.
So,
For
here's
any
what
specific purpose?
Yes. So our lovely donut friend
You.
said he wanted to move to Red Larch. I have a forgery kit. I want to know if I can fake him a deed.
Hell yes.
Okay.
We could also just talk to the constable.
I mean, yeah, that's valid.
You would have noticed that there, you have already been told about recent sort of turnover in businesses.
Sure.
That like tends to favor new businesses, so that like local economy is on the up and up. But yes, you would have noticed at least a few small buildings that were not occupied.
So I guess I won't fake him anything, but like maybe we will speak to the constable and be like, "Do you know who owns this? We hear of a business." That's all.
Okay.
Helping out the little guy.
Yeah. Do some chaotic good. Am I right?
Some chaotic
Yeah.
good.
Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else before you're actually in town?
Yes. I remembered. While we were, I want to say it was in the hole in the ground.
Okay.
As I was like checking stuff on people, I found this thing that I recognize. It's called a Mirabar trade bar, and at first I was like, "Oh, cool, free money." But it's specifically, spoiler, Laurel did some research because I was told that I knew what it was, so I had to out of game figure out what it was. So it's this thing that you use that is like it's when you're doing heavy trade, they just like put a bunch of gold together and they're like, this gold is worth more than 1 gold. So they think it's an iron bar, but if it's in Mirabar, it's worth 10 gold pieces. But it's from Mirabar, which is north of Triboar and thus on the way down to here. Just a theory, just a piece of information that something from Mirabar has made it all the way down here and was found in the hole on one of the dead guys that we beat up in the last room. Yeah. I don't know what other things I'm putting together yet, but I'm worried.
This is what you look like right now.
That's how I feel. But I feel more like Charlie pointing at the wall with the string. Is how I feel.
With the look.
I feel like that guy.
Yeah.
Pepe Silva. I feel like I'm looking at Pepe Silva.
Who are you talking to? No one's there.
Just yelling at the horses.
Yeah. So just another piece of information that at first I was just like, more money, and it turns out it might be important. So
Cool.
fact.
But
Hey.
let's keep that in the back of our minds.
Yes, and also in my bag, so we have 5 to 10 gold pieces. In addition, if we happen to run
Yes,
under
also in the bag, please.
Cool.
Yes.
Well, I know that the 2 places I would like to go are talking to the constable, but then also checking in on Braelin.
Braelin.
Yes, my little buddy,
Buddy.
Okay.
my little buddy.
Which one's first?
I mean, since we're coming in from the north, we might as well just stop by the
Mother Yalantha.
Mother
Yeah.
Yalantha's.
We could drop
Okay.
the horses off
Ordinance.
because they said they'd watch out
Oh, yeah.
for free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
Yep.
All right.
Are you gonna have any sort of significant interaction with the stable owner, or are you pretty much just dropping them off and say?
I mean, I might
go?
ask, like, how was the week? Anything weird we should know about? Any events? Any, like...
All right, I got
Crazy
you.
shit.
I got my eye on you, Andrea. Okay.
Do I ask too many questions? It's because I started my 3rd beer.
No, it's great. It really is, because
Yeah.
so here's I can't remember if I have said this before, probably something like it, but my philosophy on playing D&D is it's like a lot of people see it as like the DM doing this, like puppets
And us
play,
being
puppets
Pepe
play,
Silva, yeah.
and then you guys being the puppets. and then like aha gotcha moments, and that's not how I like to look at D&D. I like to look at D&D as you guys are players with a certain pool of resources and information, and I am another player with different resources and information, but we're all players in the same game, and the part of the game, a big part of the game, is telling a story. So the short version, fast forward, is you're bringing a lot of new stuff to the table that I haven't thought of from my end to expand upon the stories. It's not something to apologize for at all. It's making it more fun than it was already going to be. So,
Right.
I'm all for it. I just have to pause every once in a while to look things up.
Oh, you're good. I designed a character that's like chock full of charisma. I'm like, I feel like I should use it somehow.
Yeah, charisma and chaotic good, and you are embodying all of that out of character too. So
Yeah.
Literally
I
perfect.
figured I didn't want to. I truly like built this character because I was like, I don't want to try and like act out another type of person for my first shot. I just want to like show up and exist and do wacky
I'm all
shit.
for it.
I feel like I'm succeeding.
And judging by everybody's faces right now, I think you're having as terrible of a time as I am, and
So
that's
bad.
the point. So
Good.
we've already done a lot today too, but every session, like if we don't do anything significant for 8 hours of game time, whatever, as long as we had fun doing it.
Absolutely.
And now through my little monologue, I forgot what you were looking for.
We were dropping off the horses, and I was like, "Oh, did anything happen?
Horses, what
How
happened?
was your week?" Yeah,
How are you today?
basically.
I gotta find this guy.
I don't even remember his name.
I don't remember his name
I don't think I
either.
wrote it
That's the
down.
I had it
problem.
written down. I have this one.
Hold on.
Do you have it?
I have it somewhere. I remember.
No,
I'm getting it in the
Thelorn.
background.
Thelorn.
Elorn? Yeah.
Thelorn.
Thelorn. Thelorn.
Thelorn.
Yeah.
Learn
That.
Yeah.
Learn. THLRN.
Learn.
No vowels.
Oh my god. Hey.
D&D. We don't use vowels in this world.
Else.
Some of these names,
space.
holy
Yeah.
shit. Okay, so you would be able to tell by now you've interacted with him twice?
I actually have not yet interacted with him.
Oh, that's right. You were with
Because
Braelin.
I went, yeah.
Right.
But like, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm matching these people you've seen the horses. Like, we're low-key celebrities. Like, I'm not expecting them to know who I am.
I mean,
He would at least recognize the horses. So,
Sure.
so Whirl, if
Right,
you're the first
okay.
person to speak up, he would not miss a beat talking to you versus anybody else.
Cool.
He would greet the horses as if they were like his prize ponies. Like,
Oh.
oh, I'm so glad you're doing well. I'm so glad I sold you to such good people. To give you guys a nudge. And like he would not even be paying you 10% of his mind. He would be like as goo goo gaga as we are over your damn dog, Sam.
Are we gonna have to name one of the horses Carla? Because I'm down with that.
Yeah.
He would be like, all right, come here, and like clearly taking them to some stables in the back that are like reserved. They got some premium hay, if you can tell what
Yeah.
that is. They're getting the full treatment, and you can tell from the time you
Yeah.
walk in. So they're going to be
They
treated
got that
well.
alfalfa hay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
So
He
yeah, that was
would not tell you of anything new that's happened around town. Actually, can you make an insight check, please?
Sure.
Anybody who would have wanted to talk to him.
Ooh, very good.
Just Whirl?
Yeah.
Okay. Whirl, your first time interacting with him in person, you would be able to tell that he's a pretty simple but efficient like businessman. His passion is his work and the animals that he treats, and he doesn't really have much of a purview nor a care on stuff that's happening around town. So it's noteworthy that he would tell you he hasn't heard of anything happening around town, but he also probably wouldn't have known or paid attention to much in the first place.
Okay. Cool. Well, good to know. Yeah, if you keep these guys safe for us, I'm sure we'll be back.
Oh,
shortly.
absolutely. You got
Great.
it.
Awesome.
So now we're going to Yalantha's?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to make a child float in the air.
Yeah.
Is the hole still in the ground?
It is. You can tell that there's been some progress as far as trying to fill it in. There's some scaffolding around, like the between the floor and ceiling. There's like beams, wooden beams, being propped up, and you can tell that there's like a frame of a what looks like would be a ceiling from the inside, starting to be propped up and shored up.
Cool.
Also, just for math's sake, roughly how many days has it been since we were here last? If anyone has been paying attention to that.
About 8.
Oh God.
Tight.
Okay.
And 4 since Cal left.
Cool.
About,
Okay.
Yeah, about half. We're just gonna keep it simple and say half.
Cool.
That's fair. Yeah.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
Let's go see Braelin.
Okay.
Knock.
Let's let Gert lead the charge because he is her
so
favorite.
excited. So yeah, go up to the door. If it's not open, I give it a knock.
Okay, so a quick knock would have you greeted with the sounds of several children giggling, and
Oh, man.
a familiar Mother Yalantha would answer the door.
Hello, Mother.
Oh, hello! You are back.
Yes. How's my little bud?
I think he's well ahead of you. And she'd look over her shoulder, and you'd see Braelin sort of like running toward the door with his arms up, like. "Ah!" And he would like, you're in first, so he would like try to arm bar your leg, and then reach out toward Whirl and like
Yeah.
awkwardly try to like hook your arm at the same time, and like he's this little kid trying to squeeze you guys together all at the same time, and he can't decide which way to go.
Good.
Nice.
Hey, bud.
Hey,
How you doing?
hey, Wind Lady, you want to see what I learned?
Yeah, what did you learn?
Check this out. And he's gonna like run out the front door and pick up a little rock, and like he's super concentrating on it. And Mother Yalantha's gonna chime in and says, "Not in the house, young man!" And he's gonna jump in like, "Oh, sorry," and go outside a little bit more and aim toward a tree that you can see in between 2 buildings to your northeast, and like flick it. And the impact of this little pebble against the tree is going to shake the ground around you, and the tree's going to be split in half and topple over. And he's going to look up and go, "Uh-oh."
Cool trick.
That is so much
Braelin, you should be
so
more careful
amazing.
with those tricks. Come inside, be careful. Come on. And he's gonna
Really?
run around with his
Magic.
hands up in the air like, "I don't know how I do it, but I need to figure it out. This is so cool."
Oh my goodness.
Good job, bud. And I'm like,
Yeah.
like that's too much. That's like too much power for a child. That's like what my face is making.
Yeah.
Like vehemently,
Um,
like worried about what did we just learn?
Yeah.
Make
I
an
don't know if you caught
insight
that.
check.
Yeah.
Oh, were you gone for that?
Yeah. Sorry, I had
Yeah,
to run away
no,
for a second.
Braelin split a tree.
Yeah, Braelin split a tree in twain with his mind.
And a rock. He like
And a
threw the rock at like a tree, and it split the
and
tree in half.
and it shook the ground, and Braelin
And not
got
that we like
magic.
don't need enough magic shit right now, but like we do not need a magic child.
I don't think you guys are excited at all.
Oh,
This is like I wasn't expecting like to be Eddie Murphy and the Golden Child right now, but that's how I feel. I want the knife. Also, I rolled a 19. Well, I rolled a
Okay.
17 and then I got 2.
You would absolutely be able to tell that this is a child with innate, strong magic capability.
Good.
Okay.
So we have to really lead him on a path.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
He was
I would like to. I don't know if this will actually show me anything, but I would like to see if his magic is tied to any sort of religion.
Yeah. I'd say I'll like.
Ooh, okay.
I'll make a look at
Like, can I do an Arcana check?
So
For that?
you can, between you and Whirl, since Whirl, you're kind of like on board with this. One of you make a religion check. One of you make an Arcana check.
Which one are you better at?
I'm the same on both.
Great. I also am.
Also,
Cool.
while
Arcana.
we're, since
Okay, I'm
we're
doing
rolling,
religion.
Oh shit, that was good. Oh, those are
Yay.
both
Perfect. Perfect.
What's up, Taryn?
I was gonna say, since we're rolling, could I go investigate around the tree and see if there's like any remnant of magic left over?
Absolutely.
Ooh.
You can make an Arcana check unless you're doing something more specific, like identify.
I do not have one of those prepared, sadly.
Okay.
So
you can do an
yeah,
Arcana check too.
Yep.
Whirl and Gert,
Ooh.
you are both able to definitively conclude elemental like bend the elements sort of magic. Not so I gotta be careful how I say this.
He's a bender, is what you're saying.
He's
He's
an
like a
earthbender.
bender.
He's
Yeah.
an bender. Okay, cool.
Like
I mean, he did
evocation
make the-
magic.
He
He
didn't
did
have one of
make
the
the-
symbols.
Yeah.
See, my body says that he learned that from his dad.
He was buried in the rocks too.
I have so many feelings. I have so much pride.
So I'm just gonna say you can both definitively conclude not like godly deity based magic, more like
Okay.
understanding how to form the elements around you type of magic.
Okay.
Dope.
Oh, I love that. It's so cool.
He a baby wizard?
Actually, make
Oh, my little buddy.
make a history check, all of
Oh.
you.
All
He's
of
the
us?
chosen
All of
one.
He is. He's the
17.
golden child, which is a movie everyone should see, by the way.
11.
21.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's a
natural
natural 20.
Okay,
Hell
Taryn,
yeah.
you're a little in the dark. Did you make an Arcana check?
Yeah, I got a 17.
Okay, so you would have been able to tell, yes, the little stone that he flicked definitely had like remnants of fading magic at the point that you checked it out. But you're having a hard time like pinpointing exactly what happened. The rest of you would have some insight as to the different. Yeah, I guess I don't have a better way to say it, but the different classes of mages, magic users.
Okay.
And for a child who is like, check out what I can do. I don't know what it is, but ping, you would understand that there are certain types of people who are sort of innately gifted with magic
Sure.
abilities. They don't have to learn it. They can train in it and hone it, but it's not like a gift from a deity in all cases. It's not something that they have to study necessarily to learn, but sometimes it can be. But there are different classes of people who are just naturally gifted with magic ability.
That word. I love that
Yes.
word.
A sorcerer?
Mhm.
Cool. He's rocking.
I'm gonna be like, hey, that was cool, and like very vehemently try and hide the fact that I'm like kind of terrified of this child. Did you learn that on your own, or did someone show you that?
We were playing catch and I accidentally hurt my friend.
Oh, buddy.
Aw.
Can your dad do things like that, or can your dad do things like that?
I never saw him do stuff like that.
What about your mom?
I don't know. I never met my mom.
I'm sorry, I didn't know that. That's okay. Lots of us. I've never met my dad. We all have issues. It's fine.
Keep digging, world. Keep digging.
Yeah. Reason of a child.
I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I did mention earlier in the campaign that his mother died.
Possibly yes, but this is
Probably.
true facts. Not the first time I have made a "your mom" joke to someone whose mom has passed.
Okay.
So, like, apparently it's just not a thing my brain registers.
All good. For the record, YouTube, we're not being insensitive. We're trying to reconcile what happened here.
Just idiots, that's all. Cool. I'm gonna, like, hint at the guys, like, I'm gonna float him in the air, maybe talk to Yalantha about some stuff. And I'll be like, you wanna float, kid?
Yeah, let's float again. And he's
Kind of,
gonna
like,
he's gonna do his iconic power stance.
Yeah. And, like,
Like,
before I do
don't
this,
fart.
I'm making eyes at them, like, see, like, talk to her and see, like,
Yeah.
what. Yeah. We all know what's happening. We
I
got
got you. I got you.
All good.
Go make our way to Mother Yalantha.
this. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so we're floating off in the distance and you guys go.
Okay, so you're doing the floating thing?
Yeah.
All right. Welcome to Flavor Town. He's gonna do his power stance, and you're gonna float him up in the air, and he's gonna be like, "I was ready for it this time," and he lets out a little fart and kind of flops over onto
And
his
now
back.
is he gonna be floating like prone now?
Oh no, he floated, and like you would be able to tell he like tried to direct himself with this little
Okay.
fart, and then like shot straight to the ground. Like he's not hurt, but he's like giggling on the ground on his
Yeah.
back now because he tried to make himself fly even more than you could make him,
Okay.
and then failed hilariously.
Then I'm gonna be like, you try that again with me, and you're not gonna go very far.
He's just gonna like tee and then like run away and keep playing with
All
rocks.
right. I'll like tussle his hair, and he can break some more trees.
All right, break to Yalantha group. What's happening?
So Yalantha.
Oh crap.
Yeah. When did that start?
Actually,
Oh,
the
it's
accident
not.
happened.
It's not the first time I've seen such a gifted child here. We've contacted our mages in Waterdeep, and we have several on the way to study him at the moment.
Huh. To like
Wait a
assess his innate ability and take him off to boarding school maybe if he's interested in that.
That's entirely possible. I don't try to meddle in the affairs too much of the children that come through here, but I can assure you they'll be in good hands.
Okay.
Ed, how is his friend that he mentioned that he hurt? Is he
Shit.
okay?
Friend's name.
Oh, I didn't write that down because I wasn't there.
I remember his friend's name, so you're good.
They go and play in the trees together. I remember
Yeah,
that.
He could have not said his name. We don't know his life.
That's all right. She's just gonna tell you that he's fine. It was just a bump on the arm.
And then his arm grew back.
He grew 2 arms.
Sorry, you go ahead.
I didn't really have anything.
Yeah. I'm
we're
just so like in shock right now.
We're very
Even though I
concerned.
shouldn't be.
From the tree thing?
because- Yes. But like I shouldn't be because obviously they chose him for a reason. And now we know that he wasn't just like some random child sacrifice. He was like who's my little big boy?
You just want him to be safe, and now he's like this, like,
I know.
it's wild.
Take care
Out of
myself.
character, Gert, help me understand what you're thinking
Yes.
here. That you said something about him not just being a random kid, but something more intentional.
No, like when we found him in the pile, I don't know how you all felt, but it seemed to me to be some sort of sacrifice. And so, like they just chose him because his dad happened to be part of the group. That was kind of where my brain was. But now that we see this, like innate magic that he has, could they have put him there specifically because they knew he had this?
Right.
So normally I would let this conversation continue, but I do specifically recall some insight checking we did on that whole situation and how I responded. So I will just remind you guys that what you gleaned from that situation was, and in character you'd be confident about this because the roll was good. He was being punished because he didn't do something he was told to do.
Right, because
Right.
he was supposed to deliver a message.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
Yeah,
Forgot about that.
and so he said he was being punished too. I think that might have been something that he told us.
Yes.
Like,
Now,
don't take me
the
from this pile 'cause I'm
chamber-
supposed to be here.
Yeah,
Right.
the chamber that whole thing was happening in, there was another information swap that happened
Right.
with this was like a little bit like,
A little sus.
I guess for lack of a better word, cultish. Displease not the believer is being the
Right.
message, etched in the stone, that sort of thing. So it seemed like kind of extreme. But you did glean confidently that it was a punishment to the kid for not doing something he was told to do.
Right. It just
Yeah.
happened to also be in a cult then.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
also
Coincidentally.
just happened to be a sorcerer. I mean, honestly, I feel like, well, what does Braelin think about? Have you told him about the mages coming down and studying him?
Oh yes, he's
Continue on.
excited to go to a new school.
Good.
That's good. This is just
he,
so much.
No, you go.
No, I finished. I just said this is so much.
Do you know, is he being sent to a school in Waterdeep? If they sense innate abilities in him, or whatever, is that the ultimate plan?
Well, that will depend on the situation of the child. If he prefers to stay here, then the mages at the school have all the capability in the world to travel here and back. But if he wants to go there himself, then he certainly has that choice.
Good to know. I'm really glad we left him here. This seems like a good place for this little buddy.
Well, I certainly try.
Good. You said that you had other magical children come through?
Oh yes, it's not very often we have children come through here, but some of them, a good handful over the 30 years that I've been doing this, have been particularly gifted.
Anyone say that?
Oh, sorry.
You go then, because my question was probably too much information.
That's fun. I like it. I dig it. Shit, what was I gonna ask? It's okay. Have all the kids that have, shown cool magical powers, in the time that you've had this kind of room and board, have they all originated from Red Larch? Have they been picked up as passerbys through town, or have you ever noticed any sort of connection between them? They've all come from here, they were all around this age, they all kind of look like this kid kind of thing.
No, actually, the constable had a similar question for me a few years ago, and unfortunately, Red Larch, being fortunate enough to be a central trade town, is unfortunate as far as patterns go. They seem to be all sorts of stories and origins.
Interesting. Huh. Well, they're lucky to have found you, and
Thank you.
to have been taken care of so kindly.
Do you have any other good stories about some of the magical folk that have come through your boarding house?
Yeah, have any of
Go ahead, Tim.
have any of their abilities been similar to one another at all?
Oh, of course, but nothing I haven't been able to handle. And as she's saying that, Taryn and another kid you don't recognize are going to be like running around with their hands up back in front of the house
Braelin.
again. And you, what? Who did I say?
You
said
Taryn.
Taryn.
Oh, sorry.
So
It's okay, man.
Braelin and one of the other kids that you wouldn't recognize is running around the front yard again, and you get this small, like one of them is making like a gesture toward the other, and you get this slight sense of like that's not normal, and then she'll snap her fingers, and then you'll see this like poof, and as if some gust of wind came between them, they'll like immediately slide apart from each other and both be like, oh! And she clearly cast a spell to prevent something from happening.
Yes.
I'm
Mother Yalantha fucking rules.
Now, boys, careful.
what was that? What was?
I mean, I wanna know what magic she just did and how magical she is.
Make an Arcana check.
Yeah.
Mother Yalantha, what was that for? And what
The
was
answer
that
is
feeling?
I have no idea.
Taryn, also make an Arcana check, please.
Arcana check. Cool.
Yes.
We're gonna come over here. Boop.
Boop, boop, boop,
Oh
boop.
yeah.
Oh, blah 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 blah.
Both of you are just like, wait
like,
a minute.
magic exists.
You're like,
That's all
holy
we know.
shit!
Magic
like
is so
this,
cool, guys.
this old boarding house lady and these kids. You're like giddy with excitement that you're having a hard time really being able to tell. And she's just gonna give you a wink and say, maybe a story for another time.
Ah, Mother Yalantha.
Not gonna lie.
Oh, jeez. Yolanda, what was that young boy about to do? And
Oh, you don't recognize the somatic components of spellcasting?
Not those.
no.
We just weren't paying attention to it. We just had two boys roughhousing and weren't, clicking on as fast as you are. But we also don't have your experience with children.
Yes. Well, with time and study and practice, you will be able to tell that things are happening just before they do.
Could you
I
tell
like
what
that.
he was like? What spell he was trying to cast?
Oh, he doesn't even understand himself, honey. I just know that it was coming.
All right.
Fair.
Do you? All right. DM, can I ask a question that I'm not sure?
Ask
be-
away.
I-
Worst thing that happens is I say no.
Mother Yalantha, do you practice divination?
Ooh.
You speak a
Oh.
lot of seeing things before they happen.
That's really good.
That's a really good question. And I know exactly how I'm going to find the answer. Okay. She'll say, no. I'm more of the protective mother type. And give you a big wink.
Abjuration.
Out of character, yes.
mother-
In character,
yeah.
you don't know that.
Oh, I don't. Oh, okay. I just figured.
I mean-
okay.
Yeah, mother's intuition is its own kind of magic.
It's just so sad if children
Obviously.
have magic. So, world knows jack shit about anything that's going on right now.
His is just kind of dewy-eyed, like, man, this is really cool.
So much magic talk.
Right.
Oh my
Man.
goodness.
We're also not everybody's hair has constant Beyonce wind. Like, the whole thing.
I'm so glad we haven't forgotten about Beyonce Wind.
It's
Oh, good.
Thaumaturgy.
I'm
Thaumaturgy
not going to be
Beyonce
playing
Wind.
with that in the future. Not one bit.
Not at all.
I have
Oh my
plans. I have plans.
I have feelings. Anything else we need, or do we need? check the wrist that doesn't have a watch on it. Do we have anything else we need to get done in town today? Now that we know he's safe and like killing it.
Do you need anything, Mother Yalantha? You've had sufficient supplies the last couple of times we've come by, but I figured I'd still ask.
Oh, I'm fine. I haven't had this much invigoration in years. And she's gonna have this glint in her eye, like she's ready for playtime. And she's gonna start walking out toward the kids again and start ruffling around with their hair and stuff as they're running around.
Ultra Instinct Mother Yalantha.
Yep.
Nice.
Yes.
Cool. Yeah.
What's Braelin doing now? Still running around, or is he still sitting?
He's like full on, like imagine a kid who just finished like an entire bag of candy, Sugar Rush, just
Perfect.
running around with his friend.
Nice.
They're like clearly playing some form of tag, ducking around trees and stuff like that.
Hey bud, get him for me. Snaps fingers and casts. Does a bless on him just to just to make use real quick.
Nice.
Power up a child.
Yep. Child power up.
Awesome.
Just gets little fairy lights just kind of dawn on him as he's able to add a D4 to any of his checks or saving throws.
Awesome.
So if we're done here, I think that we should go fill in the constable.
Yeah.
Good idea.
Okay.
So.
To the constable.
To the constable.
See you later.
Okay. As you
Hi,
guys are
buddy.
heading there, I need a quick restroom run.
Cool.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Also, as we're heading there, I'm gonna lean over to Iz and be like, "You think there's still all that coin in that hole?"
Oh hell yeah! Like, of course.
Like
Kinda
very
wanna.
quiet. Like the other of you two don't hear this because you guys are like good.
Since you guys are lame.
No.
No, you just have like more morals than we do.
I mean, I was gonna
Yeah.
say we're all good. We're just lawful.
We just
Exactly.
follow
That's fair.
more law.
Yeah.
Whereas we're more like fuck around and find out. I feel like
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like that's my motto now.
Holy shit, though, Braelin has magic.
Right?
Braelin-
What?
Good.
So much information. Like I've written down nothing.
I know.
I
yeah.
genuinely I
Like
thought
this-
that he could just
I
Nothing.
I
compared to
literally wrote
Braelin.
down Braelin has magic! Exclamation point! Exclamation point! Exclamation point!
I thought that he was just like super strong for no reason and was just able to throw a pebble and split a
Nice.
tree.
Oh, no,
I
I was
also-
like, there's
yeah.
some shit in there.
My other note from that whole interaction is
Of course.
Yalantha has magic! Exclamation
Right?
point! Exclamation point!
Right?
Exclamation point!
I mean, like, not that I expected that we would run into like no other like magic NPCs, but I guess I kind of
Didn't expect it to be
Yeah.
Yalantha and Braelin.
right.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Well, and considering, like, obviously, I know that humans can have magic, but
Right.
like, when it's a human, you're just kind of like, oh,
Whatever.
most humans are just human.
Yeah.
Exacerbated by the fact that you guys actually have not encountered anyone
He's not us.
yet that's like special.
He's like us. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody's been human and, as far as you can tell, non-magical.
Yeah.
So-
Except that weird dude necromancer in the cave.
Oria.
Yeah, Orioth, yes.
Orioth.
That one exception.
Yeah.
So, yes,
Cool,
it's
so
just
it's
very
either-
exciting to find magic people.
Yeah.
Okay, so you are heading over to Constable. It's midday, early midday by this point. Excuse me. Okay. If you're going right to him, is that a correct assumption, or
Yeah,
Yeah.
Batman montage style.
okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not montage.
So
transition.
at this point, I would say, correct me if I'm wrong, but you guys are comfortable enough with him that you probably wouldn't even knock anymore. You'd probably just like waltz right in.
Yeah. Just
Mhm.
sumo kick the door down. Like, sup, weird.
Okay.
I'm not gonna kick the door down. I'm just going to open it like a normal.
Yeah.
You guys are going to walk
Yeah,
in
Gert
and
touches
see
the door.
the constable with notably 2 of his usual 4 companions
Ooh.
at their usual work.
What happened to the other 2, Constable?
Nice to see you too. It's been about a week. Are you guys okay?
We have so much fun stuff to talk about.
There's so much stress.
I feel like, yeah,
Good
we have
and
a lot of
bad.
things to talk about. Yes.
Yes. Well, to answer your question, I suppose, your partner Cal came through here yesterday, and he's
Oh.
being escorted
So
by
fast.
my other 2 to Waterdeep.
Oh.
What? Okay.
What?
Waterdeep?
What? On what business?
Well, he had much to say about visions and a connection, and my 2 companions felt it necessary and pertinent to take him to their mentors.
Just
Yeah.
checking up
He,
on our buddy.
He kind of had a mental bond with the bomb on my back, so we're kind of...
Yeah, we have a bomb.
Yeah,
We got a
figured we
bomb.
should tell you that we have a bomb.
Yes,
Yeah,
he
like we
told me
should.
about that. We might want to keep that a little bit quiet.
It's safe. It's not going to go off.
It's in a box that we
I
carved
understand
this
it's safe,
symbol
but
on.
if you guys haven't been able to tell by now, there is some outside of my purview and control activity happening all around this area. So, as much as I value the information that you bring to the table, we should.
Did you know that Elmith is dead?
No, although it doesn't surprise me. Do you know how?
We found him at the bottom of a hole, and yeah,
Elemental magic?
that's what we think.
Signs of elemental magic.
Yeah, and
Hmm.
he was with another gentleman. Excuse me. He was with another gentleman that
We think
Yeah.
it could be Rothar, but vague, very vague.
Having never seen Rothar, we really weren't sure we couldn't identify him clearly.
Well, it wouldn't surprise me, although I do have new information that they were part of a group together, commonly referred to as the Believers. Is that ringing a bell?
yes.
Yes.
Well, if they were together after the night that the sinkhole event happened on the road, I think that would be a pretty safe assumption.
Also, Constable, we have some business to discuss. We have another lead.
Have another what?
Another lead, I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. He would respond, and that is...
We believe the name to the southeast along the Cairn Road, while I'm looking for it in my notes.
The
Feathergale Spire?
Spire?
Yes.
What about it?
We believe that members of the delegation that were supposed to be here have been captured and taken there.
The delegation with your friend the cleric.
Yes, sir.
That would make a lot of sense. He's gonna shuffle through his notably larger stack of papers than Durathra.
Wondering.
and pull one up and say, people on flying animals, yes?
That's
Yeah.
what we heard.
Uh-huh. About a mile down the Cairn Road and a straight shot east from there. I don't know much about it, but we seem to have some connections here. And if they're holding people that are important to you, it might be pertinent to go.
Is there any other information that we would need before we set out?
only from personal experience, I believe that anybody able to tame such beasts as to be able to fly on them, we can assume that they have powerful magical influence. And if they're capturing delegations of important people carrying important cargo, I would proceed with caution, but tact.
Okay.
So, to the Carrot Road, I guess, unless we want to. Oh, Constable, also. A couple nights ago, we saw a storm down this area, but we're not quite sure where it was coming from. Did you also happen to see that?
Unnatural storm stayed an entire day.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what we saw.
I think you're heading toward it right now.
Oh, okay.
Gosh.
I have a feeling.
All right.
Great.
Just
Super.
a couple. Oh, sorry.
Oh no, I was just
Yeah.
saying super. It's
Cool.
great.
Just a general question. Has there been any activity like this? Is this all new, or has this happened maybe a couple of years ago as well?
Oh no, everything was new when you all were called here in the first place, but I think I sent that message out just in time because all of these events seem to be happening at frequency and DM brain fart, words.
Like recently? Kind of
Frequency and that like pointedness, focal point.
Sure. Yeah. They're like focused
Uh,
around the area.
Yes, and geographical focus.
There you go.
That this cannot be as coincidental as originally thought.
Sure.
I have put additional measures in place locally, and I believe that it is nothing short of destiny that you all are helping us.
Have you had any other magical, like big groups of magical people in the past, maybe like a couple of years?
Out of character, what do you mean?
So I'm shooting for the fact that Yalantha just said that the constable was here a couple of years ago to ask about magical people. I'm following up on that.
Oh
Like,
yeah, the
keep it
kids.
backwards and
About
low-key.
the-
Yeah.
Yeah, the kids.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to not be like, Yalantha has a magic kid. Do you have any more? I'm trying to go like backward, skirt around it situation.
Make an
Wild
insight
army.
check. Make an insight
Cool.
check before.
I would have asked that.
Should we
Yes, I'm gonna retcon this and say this is an insight check to what Yalantha said. So before you would have
Cool.
asked this,
Yeah.
the way she would have described it, and I apologize that I did not describe it well enough, would have made it clear to you that this was like a smattering of people over time, and that she legitimately believed there was no pattern.
Cool. That's all.
Okay.
That's what I was looking for. Was if it was like no one and then 5 years and then like new kid. That's all I was looking for.
Oh, okay, yeah. Over the,
Yeah.
what did she say, 30 plus years that she'd been doing
Yeah.
it? Like,
Okay.
notable that kids have come through, but she did not recognize any sort of pattern.
All right. That's all.
Okay.
Never mind, Constable.
Oh, Whirl,
Sorry.
You had that, Whirl, you had that other thing about
Yeah. About Mirabar?
I mean, the Mirabar
Uh-oh.
too, but I was talking about the deed.
Oh, right. So we met an enterprising young lad out in Yartar who would like to open a pastry shop, and he was hoping to open one in Red Larch. We weren't sure if there was maybe somewhere we could contact, or if there were any like open stalls we could maybe get him in contact with. Really bright young lad, phenomenal product, really great research and development because we gave him all these ideas. And I just,
Okay.
I would love to put in a good word for the name of the gentleman who I don't remember now. Did not write it down.
I actually don't remember either, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Constable's
Douglas.
he's clearly been in like a very focused, not sulking, but
Sure.
physically, mentally, emotionally focused state since you walked in, and
Right.
at this pitch, you'll see him kind of like perk up and almost like snap out of it and be
Sure.
like, Huh. A new business in my town. I can always go for that. And he will mark the location just east of number 4 right there.
The one with the National Geographic logo on it.
Yeah.
And he's gonna
He's
say,
got whole bear claws there. Of course, it's a Nat Geo logo.
he's gonna say, I can hold that building just for this if it's at your good word.
It absolutely is.
It's
Yes.
very delicious. Taryn pulls out his box of donut holes.
They're called donut holes.
They're called donut holes.
Are you giving him one?
Yeah, I'm like opening it, like offering to see if he'll take one.
Okay. He will absolutely take one. And let's see. he's gonna chew into it a little bit and say, "Huh? When did you get this?"
8 days ago.
Yeah, a few
8
days
days.
ago. It's been a bit.
Hint,
It's been a
hint, wink,
bit.
wink.
Yeah.
It's a bit dry, but if it's still this good after 8 days, I'd be happy to have him come into town.
Oh,
Great.
it's so much better when they're fresh, and there's more.
Yeah. Well, yeah. If like I said, if an enterprising young lad comes around and is looking for something, we recommend him highly, and thank you for the opportunity.
So I'm assuming, for the
Or-
record, with none of us remembering his name, that you would have told Constable his name?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You would
So,
have.
yeah, noted. So we can make sure that there's no confusion there.
Yes. You
Okay.
would have said his name is X, and X
X.
is really good at making donuts.
Awesome.
Last, I think, set of questioning, if I'm not wrong. How much trade do you get through here, or from Mirabar, I guess?
Oh, much. As far as I know, this missing delegation that we've all been so focused on was coming from Mirabar.
Hmm.
What's the town experience with the Mirabar trade bars? Are they common?
We convert. It is common, and,
Okay.
and we accept them here. So it is fairly common.
Okay. I guess that half answers my question and half doesn't, so that's perfect.
Okay.
I think that was my loose end as of right now. Anyone else remember anything?
Durathra says hello.
Hmm.
Oh boy.
Really, tell us more.
I mean, it seems like she really respects you and kind of wants
Oh,
to
I'm
be here.
aware she respects me, but I
Make a
feel like we would have a
check.
stronger bond and control over this north-south road if we had a little bit less animosity, if you know what I mean.
A little bit, but
Yeah.
I'll leave the rest up to imagination if you're
That
unwilling
is
to go in
understandable.
further.
That's all I got. Yep.
I think we're good to head out for the Karen Road.
Yep.
Sounds good.
Yep.
to
Okay.
me. Maybe what time of the day is it? Maybe do we want to like spend a night in town and then head out fresh in the morning?
You are like just after midday. It really hasn't
Okay.
been long that you've been here.
Okay.
And
So we
it's-
can make some good headway.
Yeah, he said it's a mile down the road and then a straight
then-
shot east.
Should we
Yep.
get Cal's javelin? He wouldn't recognize us though. Crap.
He would recognize the friends of he would understand the friends of a dragonborn.
Oh, the magical javelin. No, that's already taken care of. He's
Perfect.
got it.
Okay.
Okay.
I was very worried
Alright.
about his javelin.
This thunderstruck
good
javelin
friend.
could have been lost.
I know.
Cool.
All right.
Then let's get going.
Let's
Okay.
attempt to do this.
Whoa, that is not what I wanted to do.
We should.
Okay, you guys can see the big map, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh wow, that's like not far at all. Okay.
Yep. Okay. So, Constable would have marked for you the location you were looking for.
The entire world just shifted.
Whoops.
The downside of this is that there's so much stuff on this map that it's like almost impossible to click on the thing you actually want to click on.
Yeah. I don't understand why it like gets bunched so like close together though. Oh, the
geez.
entire city collapses.
Oh no.
Oh my god, dude.
Well, looks like that was the wrong rune, and we're bad at telling time.
Oh my god, what did that do?
That's okay.
It hit a bunch of stuff. Is it just all in the DM layer, or did it actually go away?
Because right now, Red Larch and the Karen Road got.
Oh, I see Feathergale
Feathergale
Spire.
Hey!
I
Yeah.
definitely.
Hey, there we go.
Huzzah!
I don't know if I misheard it or if I just wrote it down wrong, but I had it as Feathertail Spire.
I have Feathergale.
Okay, so you can see Red Larch, you can see the diamond.
Mhm.
You can see, can you see the Keldale Path West
I don't know what that is.
No, we cannot.
over here?
We can.
You can't see this?
Nope.
No.
No, sir.
We see
We
Lance,
can see Lance
Rock.
Rock.
Yeah.
It's like we share a brain.
Yeah.
Yeah, we see it now. I see it now.
Great. Perfect.
Jesus H. This is painful. Okay, now you should be able to see Keldale Path.
Yes.
You can see Lance Rock.
Yep.
Yep.
What can you see east?
Feathergale Spire.
And that's
Karen Road.
it.
Feathergale Spire, Cairn Road. Okay.
And then we have the stone trail out of Westbridge.
Yep.
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 Okay. Oh my god, dude, this is painful.
It's so weird thinking how we just started this campaign just schmurdering bandits.
I know. Like
Yep.
Maiming and
immediately.
murdering bandits and schmealing all of their.
Do you see something right here?
Just Feathergale
Feathergale
Spire.
Spire.
Yeah.
You don't see the X. Okay.
Nope.
No.
I mean, we can guess.
Come on now. Okay. The X is directly above the name Feathergale Spire.
Cool.
So it's like right there. Nope, that's the pointer.
I need to switch pages and back.
That one. Yep.
Gosh, oh jeez. I could draw it for you.
Same as our best drawer.
Everything
Yep.
like that. Okay, so it's going to take about the rest of the day to get there.
Okay.
And you are going to come to an area
Oh no.
commonly referred to as
Cool.
the Sighing Valley.
Ah,
I need to...
And we did that as a group team.
yeah.
Okay. Here in the northwest corner is where you would end up. You'd end up about a mile away from this location. Feathergale Spire.
Hey.
Before it is like actually nightfall. Are you going to rest for the night before approaching, or are you going to go straight to it?
Probably rest just so we're all good
Fresh
and
and ready.
I'm not missing a spell slot.
All right.
Mhm.
I get my levitation back.
Yep.
Definitely do watches tonight.
Yes.
Yes.
I can take one.
And then
Do we want to do double watches?
double watches would probably be best since we're in a heavily hostile area.
Yeah.
And is there a lot of tree cover around? Because the map doesn't make it look like there is.
There's not.
We're
It's
just out in the boonies.
It's so you traveled a mile on the Cairn Road, which, starting from looking back to the very beginning of this campaign, is where you came in.
Right.
Very well traveled road, but the path you took, while marked, like you would note that it was a traveled path. It was significantly less traveled than the Cairn Road.
Okay.
Are we on like solid rock, or is it like dusty dirt and like sand?
Not like loose dirt, but also not rock. Not like paved road.
Okay.
Is it
Dirt
like
road.
okay?
Yeah.
Is it like loose enough to be able to like dig, like kind of like make holes in, and like scoop up the dirt and like put it around the wagon and the horses to kind of help it blend in with the ground? So
that much would take a lot of work. It would
a lot
be
Yeah.
of work.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I think, like you said, if we do double watches, I think we'll be okay.
Yeah.
So, double watch it is for the
Yeah.
night.
Who wants the
So-
first half? Who wants the second half?
I'll do first slot.
I'll come hang out with you in first.
Cool. We will do second.
Yes.
Hey.
Let's like not have the clerics do the same.
Whoa.
watch.
Yeah, that's what I was
Like
thinking.
hell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I accidentally clicked out of the game.
Oh no.
Oh, just a warning. I did replace healing word with bless.
Okay. I mean, I can always look at your character sheets at any given point in time. So,
Yeah, like just to the party, I'm saying like I don't have
Okay.
healing
Just-
word anymore.
What you
I
have
do.
prepared?
I'm also just realizing that this is misspelled on the map. Holy cow! For a
I wonder,
professionally,
is
Yeah,
that
I,
really good?
yeah, I was like,
Feathergale.
that looks like gate.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
for the gate.
That's silly.
It has 3 names.
Yep.
Feathertail, Feathergale,
For the
Feathergate.
gate. Perfect.
Feathertate. The fourth name that
but
we
for
haven't.
some
That-
reason I
that
can't
way.
change it. What?
Oh no.
That's okay. Like for now, we know what it means.
We know what it is.
It could be like Frumpergaze, and we'd know it's the Feathergate. You know.
That's gonna bug the living heck out of me.
Oh no.
You kidding me? Feathergate Spire?
We can change it to the Feather Game Spine if you want to.
Feather Game Spine.
Oh, that's so annoying. Okay, I'm gonna try to fix that before next session. Okay, so who is first watch again?
Me and Iz.
Correct.
Okay. First, perception checks. Second, anything that you were contemplating, thinking about, trying to do, or discussing.
Okay.
Man, Gurgis doesn't see anything.
We're distracted by good company.
Are
Distracted by good company. That's fun.
Yay.
Part of me wants to discuss, theories with Iz about who else in the town has magic.
Ooh.
Just like based on what we've noticed so far, and since Yalantha and Braelin were so surprising to us, who do we think might also have magic?
I mean, at this point, I'm just gonna assume everybody has magic in Red Larch.
Well, I mean, you're the gentleman from your faction who owns the curio shop. I bet he's got magic.
Yeah.
I bet
pretty
he's got
cool.
magic. He seems pretty baller.
Yeah, and I feel like he's got that on lockdown.
Yeah. So wait, do you think Yolantha's son would have magic as well?
Maybe. From what I understand, based on the different kinds of magics out there, some stuff is hereditary, some stuff is kind of innate but bored into your soul as if it's kind of destined to be there. And then, there's magic like yours, which is pretty much the same thing as being innate, but you also get it from somewhere very specific.
Hmm.
And then, there are people that don't have magic at all, but then they study it and then they learn how to do it. All of it is just kind of, above my pay grade here, but it's entirely possible that her son has magic too.
I don't know what to think about anybody anymore.
Hey, you and me both. We've met some very interesting people on our short travels together already, and like I want to say that I had a good idea of personality traits and intentions of people before hitting the road. But now I feel like my eyes have been closed this whole time, and now they're open.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. That's crazy.
Just kind of like living in one area your whole life, and then you suddenly leave that same area, and it's like, wow, didn't realize that not all trees were tall and green and triangle shaped in like an evergreen fashion. There's different kinds of trees, and look at this grass, it's short and stumpy. It kind of hurts when you walk on it. Like the world is a big, scary, beautiful place.
Yep. Yep. It's all very exciting.
Very much so.
That's
Can't
all.
wait for that pastry shop, though.
Dang donuts.
What a revelation.
That's what you should call
remember
it.
that kid's name.
Yeah.
That's what you should call it. You
I'm
should
gonna
call
have to
it
go
Dang
back.
Donuts.
Dang
Just
donuts.
Dang
smash cut
donuts.
to a building montage of him making that.
There you go.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Okay, so during your discussion is you would notice to your northwest, not enough to really say anything about it, but enough to like mentally note, you would see a bright flash of blue.
Oh.
Probably a couple miles away to your northwest, or sorry, just your west.
Okay.
As that conversation happens, and then other than that, the rest of your watch passes without incident. Who is on second watch?
The other half of us.
The other two.
Okay, perception check.
Perception check.
Where you at? Down
Nice.
here. Where you
We're
all
good.
at? Oh yeah, we're
Okay.
We're pretty good.
Anything you want to discuss, contemplate, plan, try to do?
It's odd. I never really took you for a kid's person.
I mean, not that I'm not a kids person. It's just that I happen to have like one good trick. And it seemed like a nice, easy thing to do for kids. And then I suddenly there was a lot more suddenly to pay attention to with Braelin. And he seemed like he was in a tough spot. So, why not give him a little carnival ride?
Is that how you got him to like you at first?
I mean, I think, yeah, that, I think, again, that, I don't know, the kid's question was entertaining. I just knew, I think I knew that if we talked to him like he was an adult, like if we talked to him like we trusted him, he would tell us the information he'd talk to us like he trusted us. And I knew that I could draw things. I had stuff to draw things, and I knew that he knew stuff that he wasn't going to tell us until we made it comfortable for him to tell us. So I knew that if I stuck around and gave him stuff to draw, we might get more information out of him to make it a game than if we were just like interrogating him in a room. And then also, I can make things float.
I'm sure the floating for sure would help with any child.
Exactly. It's kind of sick. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't think I'm necessarily. I feel like we're all kind of kid people. I mean, at the wedding, you were like immediately surrounded by children, and they were all, like you were like throwing lights at them, and they're poking at your hair, and
I was
Gert's been
terrified.
very stoked about children. Is immediately the first thing we learned about was that she wanted to find a boarding house or an orphanage and make sure that people there were okay. I think we just all happened to be, pretty good people.
I definitely see, even though that you and Iz are quite odd, I still see that you're good in your own ways.
I'm
Says
taking
the
that as a
tiefling.
compliment, so thank
Says
you.
Out
a
of
booming
character.
voice. A booming voice from
Yeah.
out of nowhere. Man,
I mean-
I hate it when God's racist. Okay.
Right? I'm just saying there's like I've heard a lot of rumors that that I as a genasi am really not supposed to like you. And I've not figured out why I'm not supposed to like you because you are lovely and charming. But thank you. I guess.
I mean, mostly if it's for the same reason that a lot of people that I have and haven't met don't like me. It's just because of my descent. And I've spent most of my life trying to change it.
That's valid. And it sucks. I mean, it sucks that any of us have that like out of place feeling because we just happen to be spooky looking.
I mean, seeing everybody that I've met along the road with, you and Iz and Cal, it's kind of refreshing to see that I'm not the only, what would be an expression?
Misfit toy
I
on the
guess.
island.
Exactly. I'm not the only oddball in this world of people. Most of the people that I've grown up with were either human, elf, or some other form of normal.
I mean, I feel like we're all a form of normal. It's a small form. Not very normal. But no, I understand that. I think we're all really lucky that we have we're these like misfit toys, bunch of, like I said, ragtag bunch of idiots. Like that's what I meant is we know what we look like. We know that we have this like weird shared background, even though we've never met each other. I mean, you and Gert know each other better than anyone knows anybody else. I'm still fascinated by every time every time Cal speaks, because I'm like, how are you a general? Yeah, we all have all of this like, past life wild information.
At this moment, both of you hear very fast footsteps approaching you.
Ding, 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 ding. That's the metal stick on the pot.
I'm just shaking. I don't know who I'm closest to, but I'm just like whacking
I'm
people
awake.
Guys, quiet. There's footsteps.
They're getting faster and faster. You look to your west. You know that's where it's coming from. I'm using your 19 and 15.
Okay.
You see a single figure, like the dark shadow of a figure. It's nighttime, so the dark shadow of one person sprinting toward you. You have one opportunity to make a decision if you react in any way. Speak, make an action, anything.
Does dark vision help at all? Can I see who it is?
You can see that this person has a tail.
Can I cast Bane on it? I'm gonna cast Bane.
I'm gonna cast light on a stick and throw it at them.
Okay. Can you ping both of those, please?
Yeah. I've been waiting to use this. It's a new one.
Oh, come on. Thank you.
Bane is a
boop.
very good one.
Bane
I'm
is
excited
awesome.
about it.
It's blessed but opposite.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Both of you make a Dex save.
Awesome. I love that.
As a cleric, yes.
Did I click mine? I clicked it on my side.
No, it hasn't popped up yet.
Oh, it gave me 15 plus 2. Is that it? Did it
Oh,
show up?
that's better.
That's
fine,
better.
I'll take it.
Could I
Oh.
add to this as well?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
We woke you up in time and slapped
yeah.
you awake fast enough.
Yeah. I'm gonna cast blindness.
Okay, make a Dex save first.
Okay.
Quick DM question: does Cal have a tail?
Cal does have a tail.
I was worried about that.
Mhm.
I was like, my first thought is it's.
I got 4. Oh, wait, is it a dex save or a dex?
It is a Dex save.
Okay. That's a 3.
Nice.
Oh, I cast dexterity and not a dex save. What's the difference?
A Dex save and a Dex check are two different things, and they vary depending on proficiency and racial
Oh,
traits.
saving throws. I clicked it in the wrong place, so I'm gonna click it again and hope that it's not terrible.
No.
And I got a 4. Oh,
Okay.
could we average them and get like 15?
I'm gonna do this straight.
Oh god, everybody's gonna die. Let's
We're
go.
gonna die. There's 4 of us and 2 clerics. We're fine.
And we have a bomb in case we need it.
And we have a bomb.
Gets the bomb immediately, uses the bomb against possibly a friend.
That would suck if you have to message Schmo. Say, hey, Cal died because you idiot
Sam could just
teammate
walk
made
I was
me
gonna say,
win."
I don't have to,
I knew it.
message him.
Hoo-hoo-hoo. You guys see that, right?
Yeah.
Yup.
Yeah.
I knew it was him. I knew it was him, which is why I was
Alright.
like, this isn't gonna hurt anybody.
So, Gert, I think you cast Bane,
Yes.
right? Oh, it was
Also-
Whirl.
I cast
No.
Bane, yeah.
He also has that thing where if he's doing a deck save against something, you can
Yeah, he has Danger Sense.
see- yeah.
Yeah. So
Motherfucker. I
so-
wasted Bane on you.
before you cast blindness,
Uh-huh.
Gert, Whirl would cast this spell like in a panic of like shit, something's running at us, and he would dodge out of the way and then get within earshot of you at least enough to say, "It's me. Stop." And so we're not going to expend that spell, Gert.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say it was
We all
close.
tried to kill you.
It was close
I
enough to
didn't.
the end of your long rest that you gained the long rest, and you see Cal. You would be able to piece together that the flash of blue happened a few hours ago, and now Cal is sprinting up to you guys, and he is gasping for breath, and he says, "We have a lot to talk about,"
Oh boy.
and that's where we end tonight.
Oh.
But right before he says that, can I slap him and be like, could you not run up to us in the middle of the night, you idiot? Glad to see you.
Uh-huh.
I just love this vision of you're an air genasi, right?
I'm like,
Just an air
I am a
genasi.
manic pixie dream girl.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Just this cute little air genasi going and like smacking the face of a dragonborn guy. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
I hit his arm. I'm an arm hitter.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna have to. We might have to retcon the tail thing. I used that as a physically descriptive trait. By nature,
Sure.
they don't have tails, but I want to say he said he does have a tail.
He
Which
said
I'm
he
all for.
does.
Does.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know by nature they don't, but it's kind of like
yeah, but I am
their
God,
choice if
and
they
we do
want
what
it
I
or
say.
not.
So
Rude.
I like it. I
yeah.
like it.
Tight.
Oh god, I'm excited.
Sorry.
Yeah.
You all didn't get to enjoy the face when I said, "Hey, babe, we all tried to kill you." He went,
I can picture it. I can 100% picture it.
Yeah.
It's so good.